Hey guys, welcome to day, I want to say 6 of the Tzevet vlog. I wasn't given any more suggestions of what to talk about, so I'm just gonna talk about, I guess some like embarrassing moments that have happened in my life. I fall a lot, and it's not like one of those, like movie falls where like it's like really like cute or graceful. It is a hardcore, like the TV show Wipeout. Like it's hard, it hurts to happen and it hurts to watch, but it's also usually pretty funny, I think. Anyway, I don't know when it began. I don't know when I started taking notice of it. Probably when I realized that I was getting quite a few scars. I don't know. But I just wanted to... I wrote in the stone tablet, I wrote that I would explain this story. So I figured I also will tell some other funny me falling stories. So I used to work in a restaurant. I worked there for like 8 years, for like a really long time. From when I was like 15 to... Was it 8 years? I guess so. 15 to like 22, 23, something along the lines of that. Anyway, I worked for a really long time, and they don't look how they looked at the time anymore. They've redesigned since then. But at the time, when I was working there as a waitress, they used to have a long hallway that you had to walk through. And at the end of the hallway was the bathroom. And about I would say 6 or 7 feet before the bathroom was a door that went out to the rest of the restaurant where the patrons would be sitting. And it was my last table of the evening. It was actually... No, that's a story for a different day. But anyway, it was my last table of the evening, and I was bringing them their check. And I want to say once a month, we bring people in late at night, or they used to bring people in late at night to wax the floors to keep them looking nice. And they were supposed to start after our shift, but our shift was kind of running late. So, and I was like, this, was our last customer, and it was my last customer. So the people had started waxing the floor before. I don't know if I knew that or not. But this is the same reason why you don't walk with a cell phone. While you're walking, you don't walk looking at your cell phone, because it's not gonna probably end well. And I was lucky; it wasn't oncoming traffic, God forbid. It was just an incident. So I'm in my black waist apron. I'm pretty sure it was the one that I have that's personalized, that I got for my birthday one time. And it's my last table, and I was looking down at the check to make sure everything was fine before I gave them the check. And I walked right by the 2 signs that said wet floor. We put out wet floor signs. Well, they put out wet floor signs smartly to stop people from walking into the wax. Essentially, they went straight from where the door ends to the bathrooms, and I was supposed to I wasn't supposed to go further than that. I was supposed to not be going to the bathrooms. I was supposed to be leaving the hallway to go out to the rest of the restaurant. So I'm walking, and I'm supposed to leave, but instead of leaving, I just keep walking, which means I'm walking past 2 signs that say wet floor, and essentially right into freshly waxed floor. I don't know if any of you have ever come across a freshly waxed floor. I don't know if any of you have done the Chadar Ochel floor cleanup for before Shabbat avodah. I used to actually do that. That was the job that I had in my first year on Tzevet. I volunteered for that, and there used to be a cheer that I believe... I don't know if he wants me to say his name, so I won't say his name, but somebody made up a cheer for me, because I would get really annoyed when people would just walk through right after we'd waxed the floors, and whatever. I'm pretty sure the cheer was, "Don't step on Jackie's wax, ayy, don't step on Jackie's wax." Anyway, so, I don't know if any of you have done that, but, it's not good. You shouldn't step through wet wax. It's just bad. Anyway, it's also incredibly slippery. Take soap and water. Yeah, that's slippery. Wax is so slippery. So I miss these signs, and I have this like checkbook in my one hand, and I'm walking, and I go sliding on one foot, on the foot that I took the very determined step into the wax. I went sliding almost all the way down and like almost into the bathroom door, okay? But right before I got there, I like fell on my butt, and I'm dying of laughter, but I also cannot get up because it is freshly waxed floor. Everything is covered in wax now. My entire bottom, because I've just fallen onto my bottom, and my shoes and my hands, I'm covered in wax. So I cannot get up. So the best I can do in this situation is to flip myself onto my knees and literally, like, I want to say claw my way using the hallway walls to pull myself through the wax on my knee, like wade through it like some sort of ridiculous floor swamp, and come to the end. But now the bottom of my shoes are still covered in wax. I'm completely covered in wax, and there's almost nobody in the restaurant because everybody's gone home. And like my manager was there, and he was like counting the cash in the drawers or whatever to like close up for the end of the night. And the customers can't hear me, and I'm like, hello, is anybody there? I can't get up. I cannot get up. I'm trying, and I can't. I keep slipping. And eventually my manager heard me, and it's just like so confused about what happened. I totally like de-waxed that entire hallway, like badly. Anyway, he got me, what's it called? He got me a towel, and I thinked off my shoes, and I gave the customers, like, still covered in wax, the checkbook. If I do recall, they either did not tip at all or tipped quite poorly. So it was definitely worth slipping in wax for. I only realized about a month or two later that there are security cameras in that hallway, and I should have asked for that footage because it was so funny, and I was alone, which like sometimes is funnier, but sometimes you're just like, I need somebody else to have seen this and witnessed how crazy that just was. It was whatever. It was really funny. So that was a 7-minute video about one time that I fell. I've fallen so many times. I've got scars up and down my knees and my legs and my arms. Because also, like, I don't just fall, like, again, there's nothing cute or graceful about it. I fall, and I usually injure myself somewhere between moderate and severely. I once went flying on a bus in Israel and, like, essentially cracked open my kneecap. You know, for lack of a better term. Whatever. That's a story for a different time. So send me your suggestions for what I should talk about. I can always keep talking about embarrassing things about me. That's also okay. I'm not embarrassed by them so much. But yeah, I would love to speak about other things that you guys care about. Okay, bye.